Now I'm going to request respected Ali Arjemandi. He's a senior Baloch human rights activist, and he is also brother of Ehsan Arjemandi. So he has suffered from the pain when his brother was missing, and he has been continuously struggling after 13 years. Now his brother is with him. So we are thankful to you, Waja Ali Arjemandi. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Murid Mengal, Baloch Voice Association, and also thank you, all of you who have participated here to listen to our grievances. I want to begin with the threat directly I received from Iran that you never mentioned Baloch identity, the grievances of Baloch people, or what's going on in Balochistan. This is a direct threat. Because I have already said that I will come to this meeting, I will raise, as I have done, the problem of the Baloch, both sides in Pakistan and Iran. Both countries are culprits against the Baloch activists. Iran also nowadays is practicing enforced disappearances or enforced disappearing Baloch activists. This policy of disappearing or abducting people by the states, it is one of the most cruelest ways of collective punishment. My brother was one, but totally we were the closest around 2000. We suffered for 13 years, day and night, months, weeks, and years. One thing is clear. We are lobbying here, we are exchanging our views, but I assure you, your participation, your sympathy, your solidarity affects the dictators, that force them to come to the terms of the norms of the civil society. Our grievances in eastern part Pakistan is 24 years old. In western Balochistan, it is 95 years old. We have not risen by armed in western part, but eastern part I have been forced to take arms, which I'm not a supporter of violence in any way. But the countries like Pakistan do not understand other ways, just violence. So we have urged the United Nations and all humanitarian organizations, please come and see what's happening. UN Human Rights Commission sent a mission, as I remember it was 2011, to check the situation in Balochistan, but they were not allowed to go beyond Quetta, the capital city of Balochistan, and met the officials and then return. You should be assured that your participation, your vote will give results for the unheard, for the voiceless people I have experienced. I will give you another example that I read today morning. It is good news. For the first time, China has accepted to let Mrs. Bachelet to enter China to check the human rights situation, including in Eastern Turkestan, or China called it Xinjiang. I hope she could meet the real victims, not the officials, the real victims. Our grievances are so much that they are beyond description. As I told you, I am under threat. I'm talking about this situation while I have been living with the threat for about 38 years of my life. But if I do not speak about these things, who will speak? And to die for such a case, it is a noble death. So I accept that one. But anyhow, if you hear that I have committed suicide, it is wrong. They are the enemies who have killed me. Our brothers and sisters in Balochistan, both sides, I tell you on my head, they have no voice. They are not registered. They cannot afford to travel 100 kilometers to another city to tell their history, what they are going through. Their children do not have food. The Baloch kids are the most malnourished children on earth. But according to the UNICEF survey, they are one of the most smartest children on earth. I'm not exaggerating. Go to Google and search it. These noble kids could come and work for the humanity. So, in spite of the time is short, and I had a lot of things to tell, but the time is short, so I will tell you a little bit about this situation. When it comes to Pakistan, I have not yet noted it. 6 years ago, Mr. General Asad Durrani, who was the former ISA chief, he directly interviewed at Al Jazeera. It is on record on YouTube, if you can find it. When he was asked about the democracy, he said, when it comes ruling Pakistan and ISI, democracy will take the backseat. That is the reality of Pakistan. When a country directly says that democracy is nothing, it means that human rights or human are nothing. What we Baloch are asking, it is very simple. Let us survive. The only thing we are asking to support all of you, organization, humanitarian organization, world community, what we are asking, please help us to survive. Help us to survive. Today, being a Baloch in Iran and Pakistan, you are stamped as a criminal. You are not allowed to call yourself Baloch. Your language, your dress, your culture, everything is suppressed. So we need your support. And also, oppressed people, no matter in Pakistan, Afghanistan, or China, or wherever else, we should cooperate. We should cooperate for the betterment of human rights. We are not talking about freedom or armed struggle, nothing. We don't need those things. We need to cooperate, to highlight and help each other to take out this violence which is being inflicted to the helpless people. They do not have any way to resist that, but they are being subjected to that. So I ask you please, I urge you please, because of time, so I keep short here. And I thank you very much, and I thank everybody who helped me in 13 years here for my brother. I have lobbied here, Brussels, Washington, New York, Tokyo, Seoul, New Delhi, Kabul, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur. Wherever I have gone, I have received support. So I ask one and each of you who have showed solidarity, sympathy to me, and also helped me. He is one of my brothers. There are 53,000 of them who are mine. So please don't forget, there are 53,000 of them. 4,700 of them are girls and women. They being subjected sexual harassment. So if I go to details, I'll get emotional as well, and also it will take longer time. The list of speakers are long. I thank Munir Mingal, especially Baloch Voice Association, who have supported me all these years, both financially, emotionally, psychologically, and you, the people, I see the faces, all the way I have received your sympathy, your support. I thank you wholeheartedly, and I thank all of you who are supporting my helpless people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Waja, respected Ali Arjemandi. Thank you, sir, the way you presented your views, that shows the reality, that how the people are suffering from this pain. What is the pain? The reality is you, because you have faced it, your family has faced it, and you know what is the reality, how the people go through that trauma, and when someone is missing, and what comes to not only to him, to his whole family, and not only to his family, also to the neighbors, also to the other people. If one person is missing, it means approximately there are 100 people who are his family members, relatives, neighbors. They are, continuously going through that trauma, and that's the trauma of missing persons.